Good morning all. Tuesday morning, just dropped George up to the to his sprayer. He's got 100 acres of spraying up at the North Devon coast of winter wheat T1s, T1 fungicide spray. I've dropped all the spray up here yesterday for him to fill up. We've got water on site, so that's ideal. So he's going to get that done first thing. Head on back to the yard, fill up again for another 80 or so acres down towards Crediton again on the winter wheat, and then we've got 50 or so more acres closer to the yard to finish off our winter wheat T1s. And we've got some winter wheat and winter oat T1s for a customer that are due from today as well. On top of that, he's now got the beet post stems to crack on with as the beet is now up in the row. He's got maize preems. Now that Will's started drilling, that'll all need preemming pretty soon after drilling. And he's got spring oat fertilizer, so George is going to be a busy boy in the next few weeks. But yeah, still got a smile on his face. I should be able to catch up with the rest of them a bit better today and give you a good idea of what everyone else is up to. Don't have to ferry any water or sprays around for George to keep him moving, so we'll see what today brings. So first action of the day, even though it's already 1:30 in the afternoon, I've not been able to get out to anyone yet. We've got Andrew out with the plough on a customer's ground. Looks like he's just ploughing in the headlands at the moment. He's been working that headland up there, so I've missed him on some of these long runs. He's a good way through the field now. I reckon he might have seen me in the field and he's decided to come and do a long run instead. I've just spoken to Andrew. What he was doing over this side of the field when I arrived in the field was trying to disconnect a tree from the back of the plough. He managed to get himself tangled up. The tree's still attached to the hedge, but he couldn't get the plough off. He thought he was going to have to go and get a chainsaw or get someone with a chainsaw to come and help him, but he did manage to disconnect it. But he's back ploughing again now. YouTube's favourite ploughman. You can see this field was sprayed off a couple of weeks ago. It's managed to yellow everything up again. And it won't be long, this will get power harrowed down and drilled in the next week or so. It's perfect maize drilling weather really at the moment. The ground's nice and warm. Should get the crop up the ground pretty quickly. Which of course will keep George busy on the sprayer, having to do the pre-emergent behind the drill and keep up with that as best as possible. And we'll get him on the way back down through as well. Get him from all angles. Andrew said that the top half of this field that he's already done was, he's glad I don't have the drone, because he managed to find about 5 different springs of water, and there are some pretty dodgy areas. Yeah, so it's a strange field. The bottom half of it's absolutely beautiful, but the top half of it was sitting really wet in places. So just up the road from Andrew, who's ploughing, we've got some fibre spreading going on. We are a stone's throw from the AD plant. You can see their silage pit there. So Harry's up here in the 370 with the big Pichon spreader on the back. It's getting loaded up, spreading this ground before it's then worked down for maize. These couple fields, and like I planned it, there's Ant in the JCb. He's tanking the fields a bit further down, along with Flynn. This actually wasn't planned, that I would see all these guys, but got lucky there. Little flash from Flynn. I've left the door of my car open, so it's going to get seriously dusty when they go past, but that's my own fault. Back over here in the fields that are getting fibre, Harry's being loaded up. I can't actually see at the moment who's in the telehandler. Let's head over there and see. So it's Dad in the telehandler loading fibre. They've obviously worked down what they can for the time being. So just get some more ground spread ready to be worked before Will cracks on with any maize drilling. He has he's already done some this morning, but I missed that. I was busy. I took George up to Braunton, obviously, and then I've been in the office and missed the maize drilling today. Typically, Harry is spread this top side of the field, so I will walk down along that way, but I'm going to be a bit further away from him than I planned to be. This is the block of land that way back a few months ago we trialled the Kihn cultivator on when we were looking at replacing the Simba. Obviously we decided in the end to go with the Horsch Leeb, but this is that same block for those of you that might have recognised it. So we've got Harry giving it a decent even spread of fibre, and that will get cultivated into the ground potentially later today. We'll see what the what time allows. For those of you that might not recognise it in the daylight, this is the field I ended in last night where Dad and Harry were out power harrowing. Will is, you might be able to just see the top of his cab there in the field over. Quickly gonna head on over, or I might send the drone over and just catch him doing a bit of drilling. This is the last bit of maize drilling for the next couple of days, so I'll catch a bit of that. So I just flew over just to catch Will in the field over from where I was stood. can see there the ground's dry enough now, a bit of dust flying behind. It's exactly as you'd like it to be for drilling maize. You can see the ground following, it still has some moisture there. So you're drilling into a nice fine seed bed, but also into some moisture to allow for the best germination of the seed. Try and get a bit of a shot from above just to watch the drill working. We're on a 6 metre maize drill. 6 meters and 12 boxes, so 50 centimetre spacing between rows. And again, this is at 42,000 seeds per acre, which is where we'll be. That's the seed rate we'll go at for the whole year. But potentially at different times in the year, we may have the other maize drill out, which is spaced at 75. Decent shot from quite high above the field, just to kind of show the speed that he'd finish the field in. And then I drop back down again here and just watch him coming right at me. You can see there from that row on the left-hand side that there's plenty of moisture that the seed's going into. And with the heat that we're getting at the moment, it should mean that the crop emerges pretty quickly. The tractor wheels using is a 6R250. I'm not sure if I mentioned that the make of the drill is a Horsch, which, well, by now you've probably assumed that all of our drills are Horsch machines. I have been and gone, but just checking up on the pile that was here. You can see Dad and Harry have cleared pretty much all of it by now. Getting this all done, making sure that nothing holds us up when it comes to groundwork. Just out the back of the track up to the AD plant, following Ant here in the Fastrac. You can see across the valley, Dad over there in the telehandler, loading fibre. So we've had both tankers on today, and then tomorrow we've got some Arctics hauling liquid digestate from another AD plant that we supply up to Braunton to complete the spreading of that block. So Ant will be up there with the Fastrac in the morning, and we'll be using the nurse tank again, and we'll get the rest of that block spread, get all the fertilizer applied, and it won't be long before all the maize is in up there as well. So Ant's weighed in empty. He'll get his loading arm out here, fill the tanker, go back round to the weighbridge, weigh out full, so that we've got a record of how much we're using. In she goes. See, the lagoon level's quite low at the moment, as we're in peak spreading season. So I'll leave Ant now to fill the Fastrac up in the Pichon tanker. We'll call it a day there for today's video. Dad's still out with the telehandler, just leveling off those piles of fibre, ready for the fields to be worked down. Andrew, I've just passed Andrew on my way back to the yard now. He's headed off with the subsoiler I think he's probably going to that same block just to go through the tram lines and to run over where the tankers have been going today, just to bring up that soil compaction and stop that. So he's still out. Flynn is in front of me in the yard here with the tanker, just fixing an issue. He's just put his head in his hands, so I'm not sure what he's done with that one. Ant's still out tanking, and Will's just back with the drill. So that will likely bring an end to today. Not a tremendous amount more going on. Ready for a big day on grass silage tomorrow. So that should be an interesting one for you all. First day on grass silage this year, and first day of grass silage for the new forager. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and thanks for all your support and your comments and your likes, and I'll see you tomorrow.